Welcome back to the shop, everyone. What we got on deck today is we are going to make some floating shelves. Nothing super exciting, but still a fun little project to do. I've got 4 shelves that I'm going to do here. On the left, you can see that I've got all of my plywood already cut. This was black walnut veneer plywood that I've already broke down. And then what we've got on the other side here is I'm going to actually face it with some solid black walnut. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut, we're going to use the dado on the table saw, and we are going to cut in notches on here that are actually going to sit like this on either side. We're going to miter fold the corners so we get nice sharp 45s, and we're going to grain match everything as well. So meaning that all these pieces that are on the right hand side are all cut from one board, so we should have a nice grain match all the way around. So that's what we're going to do next. We're going to rip down all of this material on the table saw using the dado blade. All right, gonna glue up the edge frames, is what I'm calling them. So I've already cut all my 45s. This is one of the panels that's going in. I'm not gonna glue the panel in directly. That's why you see the blue tape on the edges there. What I'm gonna use, I'm gonna use the blue panel as a brace or a frame so that when these fold up, they're sitting where I want them. So I'm not gonna glue anything in here. I'm only gonna glue the edges. So let's do that and stick everything together and go on to the next one. little concerned about the glue squeeze out there. All right, so yeah, that's all together. So I'm going to do that 3 more times. And let those dry up, and then I will put everything back together. So then we're going to cut some support pieces in the middle and build a framework for that that's going to mount on the wall. But yeah, looking pretty good. Okay, my plan to glue these up first was an absolute failure. So I'm right back to where I started. The glue up worked fine, but what happened was they dried slightly out of square, even though I squared everything, clamped it in place. I guess as the glue dried, it twisted a little bit, anything that was off, which made the lineup of the shelves, the plywood inside the shelves, not work at all. What you see is I popped all the joints. I put tape on the backside, so we're going to re-glue. I've already done one shelf, so this is one of the smaller ones. So we will do that in kind of real time here and see what we get into. The bigger shelf worked fine, so I'm pretty sure that this one will work fine as well. I am not concerned about it. But yeah, unfortunately the framing that I did and the glue up, while the glue worked fine, everything was slightly out of whack and did not work out the way I wanted it to. But that's okay. Mistakes were made, lessons learned, and that's the way the cookie crumbles. Not that I have a cookie. That's looking good. Get a nice squeeze out all the way around. So that's essentially it. That's the glue up completed. And now we're just going to put that off to the side. I'm going to clean the glue off first, obviously. We'll put that to the side and let that dry. And we'll move on to the next one. All right. We have moved right along here. What you see in front of you is going to be the shelf mounts. And what I've done already on this one is I've datoed out my end pieces, so I'm going to do the same for all 4 brackets. And then what we're going to do after that is we're going to glue and screw these into place. So it just gives the shelf a little bit more support, or I should say the bracket a little bit more support. So yeah, we will get all that knocked out, and then we have to do the centerpieces where the remaining of these pieces are going to go, but each one of those is going to be a slightly different setup because all the shelves are different lengths. Well, 2 of them are the same length, but the other 2 are different lengths, so obviously these dados are going to be in different spots. So I'll have to do that separately, and I won't make you guys watch that boring stuff, but I'll knock out a couple of pieces here just to give you an idea of what I'm doing, and we'll move on to the next steps. right, we are nearing the end here, and I thought I'd do a quick shot because I'm likely not doing the installs for these. If you like this kind of content and enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to the channel. And obviously, if you like the video, please give it a like. If you have any questions or comments on it, leave a comment below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. So this is the bracket that's going to go into the wall. This side is the part that gets screwed into the wall. And then these are the uprights that support the shelf as it slides in. The little notch that you can see there's in one of the battens is a little bit too close to the edge, so I notched it in so that's a little sit flush. These were all finished with Rubio Monocoat, which is the first time I've used it. I know it's a super popular type of hard finishing oil. It's not really easy to get in Canada currently. I think Lee Valley is now selling it though. But anyway, it was interesting to use, very similar to the other two-part oils, like Osmo and several others that are like that. But nice. Actually enjoyed the odor off it. It actually smells good, or at least it smells good to me. So once again, I hope you enjoyed this video. I certainly enjoyed making it. And as always, I hope you have a good day.